Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to Civil Engineers YouTube channel. Today in this practical video I will guide you for steel reinforcement details in the construction of this plinth beam. So let's get started guys. Here they did some common mistakes, so let me point out those mistakes and will guide you how to fix those mistakes and how to avoid. As you can see guys, this is plinth beam steel reinforcement. Size of this plinth beam is 16 by 12 inches. Depth is 16 inches, width is 12 inches. As you can see guys, we have here 5 steel rods, 2 at the bottom, 3 at the top, dia is 16 millimeter. You can see guys, depth is 16 inches, width is 12 inches. 2 steel rods at the bottom, 3 at the top, so this is not the perfect design for this plinth beam. That's why, because in bottom portion we should provide 3 steel rods or 4 steel rods compared to its top, because concrete is strong in compression but it's weak in tension. Next guys, you can see the spacing of stirrups. Here guys, you can see also they did not provide the development length, because this is the end of this beam. They just cut same like the other length of the beam. Stirrups guys, you can see also dia is 16 millimeter for depth of beam. Width is 12 inches. Next guys, you can see the spacing of stirrups. Stirrups dia is 8 millimeter. If you see its hooks which are bent on 90 degrees, so it should be provided are bent with 135 degrees. So this is also one of the big mistakes in this construction. Guys, you can see hooks mistakes. Also the hook's length should not be less than 3 inches. Spacing of stirrups should be between, because this is commercial building, so the spacing should be between 100 to 150 mm, or you can say from 4 to 6 inches. To the distance of L by 4, we should provide 100 mm spacing for stirrups. After L by 4 distance, spacing should be increased. Then you can increase to the 6 inches or 150 mm. Even you can space are placed with the distance of 7 to 8 inches. So no problem. But if you see here guys, everything is wrong in this plinth beam steel reinforcement construction. The spacing is about 9 to 10 inches for all. Here guys, you can see the lapping they provided here at the middle, so no problem. But if you see the lapping length is not sufficient, which is about just 12 inches, but it should be with the formula of 60D, where D is die of steel rod. Guys, you can see the spacing is about 9 inches. So this is not the accurate design, because they did not follow any steel structural drawing. Also, they don't have a site supervisor to guide them, especially the steel fixer. So they are just wasting their time as well as their money. Next guys, you can see here this is the junction between beam and column. At the end of the beam, they should provide development length, and the development length should not be less than 300 mm. It can make a good bond between steel and concrete. Unfortunately, they did the same design for all plinth beam, because for this commercial building, this is one of the mega projects. So therefore, we have different structure load. So according to structure load, the beam section and steel reinforcement should be changed. But unfortunately, you can see everything practically in this video. If you have anything in your mind, so you can share your idea in the comment section. Guys, you can see here they did not follow the steel structural drawing. I don't know why. This is not the professional construction. You can't see any development length. Even they did not bind it the beam with the column with the help of development length, but they did not. Guys, you can see clearly. Hope this short video can help you. What are the common mistakes? Steel reinforcement placement at the bottom and top portion, because this is not the actual design. Next, stirrup spacing, stirrup dia is okay, but hooks mistakes, lapping length mistakes, development length mistakes. So more than 4 to 5 mistakes they did, which are very important for plinth beam construction. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Goodbye.